Hello and welcome back. My name's Richard. As you know, I'm the other Richard on the show. Little Richard if you like. And today I'm here in the studio with David. David, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're back again for more
I'm back again.
punishment,
Yes.
more punishing exercise. You're a glutton for punishment. A glutton for punishment is someone who likes
Okay.
pasándolo mal, que le gusta pasarlo mal.
Okay, a masochist.
A masochist,
Yes,
exactly.
I
You're a
am.
glutton for punishment. A glutton is un glotón,
Ajá.
¿no?
Okay.
Un glotón de...
Ajá.
que le gusta castigarse.
Ajá.
Okay? A glutton for punishment. Muy bien. Okay, guys, we are going to look at 5 new words. Well, I hope they're not new, but if they are, take note. The first one is to dismiss, which means...
Despedir.
Exactly. You can dismiss someone
Ajá.
from a job, you can fire them, echarles a la calle, despedir, okay? Or you can be dismissed,
Ajá.
cuando te echan a ti, okay? Bien, to design,
Ajá.
to design,
Diseñar.
muy bien, very easy, with a silent G, because you said designa, ¿no?
Ah,
No,
nosotros
diseñar.
no,
¿es
diseñar.
verdad? Sí, designar es otra cosa.
Sí.
Bien. Designar es designate, por cierto.
Ajá,
Y ahí
ok.
sí pronunciamos la G.
Ajá.
To designate. To depart,
Partir.
partir, muy bien. To determine,
Determinar.
muy bien. And the last one, the odd one out. The odd one out is la
one out.
excepción,
Ah, okay.
because it's the only one that begins with a C. All
Ajá.
the rest began with D. Dismiss,
Okay.
design, depart, determine. The last one is to count on.
Contar con.
Exactly. To count on someone. We don't say to count with someone. If you say to count with someone, for example, David, can you count with me? Can you count with me? Say
Okay.
yes.
Okay, yes, let's count.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5. Muy bien. To count with is simplemente contar así en voz
Okay.
alta. Con alguien. Count with me, guys. 1, 2, 3. Good. To count on is contar con alguien o con el apoyo o la ayuda de alguien.
Ajá.
Okie dokie. David, it's time to look at the main part of this section, which is the way we use the adverb eventually.
Okay.
Okay? Eventually is a false friend. Es una palabra traidora.
Ajá.
Yeah? Eventually means finalmente
Ajá.
o al final. It doesn't mean eventualmente. Okay? Be careful with the pronunciation because we write it eventually con dos L's, eventually, but we pronounce it eventually. Cha, cha, cha. Okay? Eventually.
Okay.
Can you say it?
Eventually.
Muy bien. Now we use eventually in the following way. Eventually can, if you want to use it in an emphatic way,
Ajá.
can come at the beginning of a sentence.
Ajá.
Yeah. Eventually we gave up and went home.
Okay.
Yeah. Finalmente, pues lo abandonamos y nos fuimos a casa.
Ajá.
Yeah. Or we can use it before non-auxiliary verbs. Yeah. I eventually realized I was wrong.
Okay.
Or after auxiliary verbs.
Ajá.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Like he could eventually work out the solution.
Ajá.
Okay. Después de los verbos auxiliares y antes de los no auxiliares.
Okay.
No auxiliares siendo el 99,9% de todos los verbos.
Ajá.
Okay, let's have a go then. I'll give you some examples in Spanish and you can translate them off the top of your head,
Okay.
así, to English. Al final llegamos, David.
Eventually we arrived.
Eventually.
Eventually we
Yeah,
arrived.
la U se olvida.
Okay.
Huh? Eventually we arrived. Or we
We got in.
or we eventually arrived.
We eventually arrived.
We eventually arrived. Okay. Al final me acordé su nombre.
I eventually remembered his name.
I eventually remembered his name. Or, in a more emphatic way, eventually
Eventually I remembered his name.
in stereo, huh?
Yeah.
Eventually,
We are getting better.
We're counting together, we're speaking together, it's great. Okay, al final me di cuenta de que iba.
Eventually.
La obra o,
Ah?
la obra o la novela, no sé.
Okay. Eventually I realized what was it talking about, or was it what was?
Pero eso es una pregunta directa.
What it was talking about.
Or what it was about.
What? Okay.
Mejor.
What it was about.
Okay, eventually I realized what it was about. Or, colocando eventually antes del verbo,
Ajá.
I
I eventually realized what it was about.
Muy bien, fantastic. I eventually realized what it was about. Okay, al final me dormí.
I eventually fell asleep.
Fell asleep, bien, ok. Al final pagaron su hipoteca.
They eventually paid their mortgage.
Ok, cuando pagamos una hipoteca, we usually say to pay off your
Okay.
mortgage. Okay?
Okay.
Pay off your mortgage means acabar de pagarlo o también entregar pagos adelantados, ¿no? ¿Se dice así?
Ajá.
Algo así, ¿ya?
Los pagos a plazos, pagar los
Sí,
plazos.
pero si quieres pagar más del plazo, is to pay off some of your mortgage.
Okay, good.
A lot of people try to pay off, con dos Fs, their mortgage early.
Okay.
And when you finish paying, también empleamos el mismo verbo, to pay it off. I've
Okay.
paid off my mortgage. Ya está pagado. ¿Ya?
Good.
Good. Al final se fueron a su casa.
They eventually went home.
Muy bien, excellent, because we don't say they eventually went to their house or to their home. We don't use the possessive adjective usually when we're talking about home. Okay? I went home, a mi casa. He went home, a su casa. You went home, te fuiste a tu casa. Bueno, en español también se dice, me fui a casa, se fue a casa, ¿no?
Yes.
Bien. Ok, al final suspendieron la búsqueda.
They eventually called off
Fantastic. Wow.
the research.
No,
or
not the research. Research is investigación. The search.
The search. Okay.
All right, good. They eventually called off the search.
search.
Even the research también. The search. Let's wake up. All right. Al final tiraron la cafetera. Como no se veía. Bueno.
They eventually threw the coffee machine away.
Machine, or the cafetière. Ajá.
Yeah.
Away.
Yes.
Good. Porque se le cayó el asa.
Because the handle dropped.
Didn't drop. Drop is when cuando hay una persona involucrada.
Because the handle fell down.
The handle fell
Over. Off. Okay.
Okay, ¿por qué? Porque the handle's on the cafetière and it fell off.
Okay.
Okay? For example, a picture on the wall is on the wall, so it falls off.
Okay.
Okay? The mug is on the table or on the poof. It can fall off the poof. Okay, let's do one more. Al final, tiré la toalla.
I eventually threw the towel.
Threw the towel in, se puede
Threw
decir,
the towel
I
in.
eventually,
I eventually gave in.
Eventually, I gave up.
Okay.
Okay, give in is ceder.
Okay.
Un poco diferente. Yeah. Eventually, I gave up, or I eventually gave up. Don't forget to pronounce eventually with a ch. Eventually, okay? All right, take care. Bye bye.